Hi, welcome. My name is Luke Copland and I'm from Tafe, Gippsland. Tonight we're just going to give you a little bit of information about the Certificate 4 in Building and Construction. When I grew up, I want to be a builder. I don't know if you started out like that, but I certainly did. Anyway, what is the reason of doing this course? The big one, most people want to get their builder's license. That's it. But it's a good thing to know with this course, that is not the only thing that you can do. Another option is you can get a supervisor's role. Now, this was my actual sweet spot in doing this. I love the sweet spot of being a supervisor because it meant I could be in charge, I ran the jobs, I did all that, but ultimately I wasn't responsible and I wasn't paying the bills. So there's a lot more options than just a builder. Alright, open your eyes and your thinking up to what you can do. Why? So in this course, you'll give yourself a broad knowledge of the legal requirements to be a registered builder or supervisor. You'll upskill yourself using computer, Word, Excel, online platforms such as Zoom, Blackboard, and Moodle. Learn what's involved and how to manage a job site. Scheduling. You'll learn how to schedule a job from start to finish, from site cut to hand over to the clients. You'll learn to actually schedule the whole job. Managing OH&S, we know it's a big one these days, but it's something that we've got to look into. Managing materials on site. It's cool to say, yeah, let's just build this house, but you might have a tight block, steep block. You've got to work out where you put the materials, where you locate it, how you store it correctly. There's a whole lot of stuff that goes into it, so we learn this stuff as well. Building codes. We go through and learn about all the building codes. The Australian standards, the NCC, the big one, National Construction Code. When you go to the VBA, the Victorian Building Authority, they want you to know your way around that National Construction Code. So we learn all about that as well. So that's some of the reason why we do this course. The other big reason is you will get caught. Unfortunately, if you're not doing it according to the law, the VBA is cracking down. If you're doing jobs over $10,000, you're doing it illegally. If you're doing jobs over $16,000 and you don't have builder's warranty insurance, you're doing it illegally. So you're going to get caught. The VBA is cracking down, so that is a big reason why we need to be getting in and doing this course. And you're thinking, oh, beauty, I'm just going to split my jobs up. I'll get the client to pay the materials and I'll invoice them a couple of different invoices. It doesn't work like that. You will get caught. In the whole 300 building regulations, there's 19 exemptions to what you can build where you don't need a permit or a licensed builder. Only 19 out of 300. All right. So guys, you need to be licensed. And you think, oh, it's all good. No, anything structural, any window where you change the size of the window, you need a permit. Any wall that you move in a house, you need a permit. Any demolition you do, you need a permit. So I'm not making this up. This is all based out of the building regulations. So guys, you need to get qualified. It's as simple as that. If you're wanting to run your own business and do your own stuff, you need to do this course because not only for the VBA side of things, but you learn a lot of business management, you learn a lot of stuff to do with running a business, scheduling, timetabling, a bit of that stuff. All right, guys? That's why we do it. The way the course runs, Monday and Wednesday night from 6 to 9 p.m. All right? Every week we go through this and it is recorded. The sessions are recorded, so if you do miss a night, you can come back and do this. Now, we do it in the classroom and you can do it from at home. What COVID taught us last year is that once people started doing it from home, they loved it and they thought it was the best thing ever. So most people will start out in the classroom to get their head around it, get the hang of it, and then they'll end up doing it from home. So it's really cool and it's very flexible. You can do both. Sessions are recorded, as I mentioned before, and you do need to allow 3 to 4 hours extra study time per week. As you do this, not every week, but sometimes there is big projects that you have to do. You have to do a business plan. You have to do a full materials takeoff on a whole house. You have to do a production schedule on a whole house. So there's some big projects that you've got to put extra time into. So you just need to know you allow this time for reading over information and for doing that. That's what allow an extra 3 to 4 hours a week. Basic skills required. Yep, you're going to need to know how to turn a computer on. You're going to need to know how to save a document. You're going to need to know how to do basic Microsoft Excel. You're going to need to know how to download and save documents. And you're going to need to know basic Microsoft Word. So guys, with this, you need to know all these. So if you need to brush up on it, book yourself into a half-day course and brush up on it. Or get on YouTube and start watching YouTube on how to do this stuff. Like, you can wing it and you can fake your way through, but just do a course or watch a bit of YouTube. That's all you need to do. Get in and get your skills up, because you're going to need to know the basics of Excel and Microsoft Word and how to save a document. Moodle. We use Moodle. This is our online platform that we use. This is where all our resources are stored. This is where everything we upload our documents to. This is where it gets marked on, and that's how we use it. Now, we also get a paper copy of all the resources. So we've got an online copy and a paper copy, which makes it really easy when we're looking through plans and stuff like that. Courses run over 42 weeks. All right, starts in January, starts at February, the 1st of Feb, and you can see we do 9 units up to June. Because they're all clustered, we do that. And then we have a bit of a break in June, July. About mid-July, we start again, and we're done by December. We're done in time for the silly season, because we know it's flat out by Christmas time. But that's how the course is going to work. Big thing to know is that this course, it's a stepping stone. A stepping stone in the pathway to getting your domestic builder's license. All right, the VBA, Victorian Building Authority. So these are you can access a lot of information from their website and have a good read through of what you require. But whereas this Cert 4 course is a stepping stone towards this. There's also a whole heap of limited builder's licenses. So you don't have to be a DBU and unlimited. You can be a DBL, which is a domestic builder limited. You can be limited to bathroom and kitchens. You can be limited to bricklaying or carpentry. A good one is limited to carpentry and slabs and footings. Then basically you can pretty much do any renovation work up to a certain dollar figure, and it's a decent amount. So that, to start with, that would cover you very well. So like we said, the unlimited isn't the only license you can get. Most people go for the limited for the first few years, and then after 3 or 4 years, then they can upgrade it, because they've got legitimate experience, and they can upgrade it to the next, to the unlimited. So here's the process. This is all on the VBA website. You can go through it, have a look at it all. The big one, you've got to build a portfolio. So your experience has to be legitimate experience. They don't even like owner builders. They haven't liked them. If you're doing stuff that's illegal at the moment, you can't actually use that as experience. So with doing this course, you might be able to get yourself in a position where you become a supervisor, and you can build your experience by being a supervisor and doing that, because it's a big thing with the VBA. Alright guys, what to do now? Go to tafegippsland.edu.au. Go to the home page there, and you click on courses, and you go through and you type in Cert 4 Building and Construction course. Then you click on the apply button. It'll come up, and click on the apply button. Then you start filling out the forms, and the TAFE will get to you. It'll send an automatic form. The TAFE will respond to you, and you'll start the enrolment process. There is a few things you need to do. There's a pre-training review. There's a language literacy and numeracy test that you might have to do. So there's a little bit involved in getting enrolled. But the biggest thing is, if you want to do it and you think, yep, this course is for me, get on the website, click on the link, and start filling out this form. Alright guys, thank you, and we can go from there. Cheers!